All right, welcome back to my channel, everybody. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving if you're here in the States, as I am. If you're not in the United States, hope you had a good week. Hope everybody's doing well, and hope you guys are having some successful gardening. Today's video is a video on how I germinate some of my seeds. Now I say how I do it because everybody does it differently, and just because I do it my way doesn't mean it's necessarily correct either. So here's some of the things you're going to need, or some of the things that I use. I use this coco coir. You buy this on Amazon. I believe this is about 5 to 10 pounds. And this little block right here, once you add water to it, will expand to fill up about half of this wheelbarrow. Next, you're going to need some water, preferably filtered water with a low pH. We can test that here in a second, but I'm going to show you some of the other things first. You're going to need a seed tray. This is what I use. Doesn't mean it's right. And then you're going to have the bottom portion with no holes in it so that any excess water can drain out. And then you're going to want a plastic cover so that you can make a little high humidity zone for the sprouts to start growing. And you can buy these on Amazon. This is made by a company, it's just a generic company. And then next you're gonna need, well, I guess you don't have to, but I like to use a PPS meter or TDS, total dissolved solid meter. Also can be acquired on Amazon. And then a pH test kit, so you can test the pH quality of the water. So this is also something you can buy on Amazon. It's made by General Hydroponics. It comes in a kit. Usually you can buy a kit with the pH up and pH down and a little tester. So we're gonna go ahead and test the water. I ran it through my filter that I have. I have a reverse osmosis with a deionizer. So we should get, I'm going to guess and say it's around 5.5 to 6. So we'll test here. So we do 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we match the color up. It's actually right in the middle, 6.5. 6 to 6.5 there. So that's kind of good. Actually, no, wait a minute. Nope, we're at 5. Yep, just about 5. I would say 5.5 to 6, in between there. I don't know if you can see the color here. I'll try to get close. I'm not sure if it's going to focus for you or not, but you can see there. We're right at about 5.5, maybe 5 or 6 there. So that's good. And then we have our total dissolved solid meter. We're going to test that. I'll put it in there and then I will save it. And we're at 19. Oh, it's kind of weird. Usually it's 0.0 something. Let me try that again. Maybe there's something on the meter itself. Maybe it's dirty. Okay, well, we're getting a reading of about 19. Not sure if you can see that or not, but it does say 19. Which is fine. Normally my tap water straight out of the tap with all the chlorine and all that stuff has about 640 ppms in there. And then I will show you some of the seeds that I'm using and how to label them. I use these little generic labels. You can buy these on Amazon. They come in a pack. I think it's about $6 for a few hundred of them. And I like to put painter's tape, whatever you have available, to cover up the old label on there. That way you can reuse these a bunch of times and just put a piece of tape over the old writing. And then have a little Sharpie to mark it with. Hopefully that Sharpie that I just showed you that's hanging from my necklace isn't bouncing off the microphone making a whole bunch of racket. If it is, I apologize. So let's see here. I'll show you some of the seeds that I have today. So I just bought these today. I like buying weird stuff and trying to grow it. So I got something called a jelly melon Kawano Rund. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. It says Cucumis metuliferus, 120 days, round version of our popular jelly melon. Fruits are about 3 inches in diameter, covered with little spikes. And we'll have to try these out. I've never actually seen one of these before. It's got a bright yellow skin and it looks like a green seedy core with some spikes on the outside. And then also we've got some tomato. 10 Fingers of Naples is the variety. Pardon me. Fly went down the wrong tube there. Well, I guess both of the tubes are wrong for a fly to go down. Stay out of my mouth. All right, so these guys are 75 days determinate. Oh, okay. Now, I could have this backwards, but I believe that determinate means that when the plant grows up, it produces all of its fruit right at once. So you don't want to single stem a plant that's determinate. Indeterminate, I believe, is the opposite, where you can single stem it and it'll keep growing. And this is a close-up of what they look like. And then next, I'm really excited about this one. It's broccoli, but it's also Romanesca Italia. So it has that Fibonacci design, or fractal, I would say fractal design. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that's where science first discovered the pattern, was in this type of broccoli. Now, correct me if I'm wrong down there in the comments. Please feel free to do so. But this is 4 to 6 weeks for seedlings. So I'm excited about that one. And then we've got some Swiss chard rainbow. So I guess it's multicolored. So 60 days on that guy. So about 2 months. And I have some of these, not this exact variety, but I have some growing in my aquaponic system, and that's where these will wind up. So this might have to be a 2-part video. Let me go up here and check the time, because I know this thing likes to just give me a heck. All right, we're at 8 minutes right now. So just because I know it's probably going to shut off on me, I'm going to end this video right now. This will be part 1. Part 2 is going to follow immediately after. I will post both of these videos today, all right? So thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next video. And keep building.